In this sport, you don't wait for judges to decide your fate. TenexToken puts you in control. Stake instantly, speculate discreetly, and keep your moves private. TenexToken. Play smart, play discreet.
This is Joe Pugh for IFLTV here in Manchester. Lights out, Saturday night live on DAZN. Carp Live, delighted to be joined by one half of the main event, Mr. Joshua Buatsi. Josh, how are you?
All good, man. Back in Manchester again. I think last time I was in England, I was in Manchester for the press, the promo, and then I left out. So it's good to be back.
Joshua Buatsi, what is this 2.0? Is this a new version of Joshua Buatsi? Is it improved, or is it just starting from where you left off?
But we're still in the mix. This is a good fight that I've got in a couple of days, so it's one I have to get out of the way. Of course, with Queensbury new, but yeah, we're carrying on.
Yeah, signed with Queensbury. I just spoke to Frank actually, and he kind of said they've made their splash with the heavyweight division. They've kind of got a monopoly on that, and their plan is to do the same with a light heavyweight division, and he wants you spearheading that along with Anthony Yarde. So it's a good sign from Queensbury that they are making an effort and a statement with your division.
Yeah, no, for sure. And it was one of the reasons why myself and the team kind of leaned more towards them, because we've seen what they're doing, and there's a lot of light heavies here.
So you've kind of done the rounds now, haven't you? You've done Eddie, Ben, now Frank. I suppose when all's said and done in your career, you can sit back and say, right, he was the best. But until then, we have no idea, do we?
Yeah, no, until then we don't. But you're right. I've said to be where you have to be, and whatever's good for you as the fighter, you got to do it. So this is where I'm at now. Yeah,
look, I know it's kind of a bit cliche, but you have got to be selfish in boxing. It is a selfish sport, and to get where you want to be, which is still world titles, it's a case of getting into those positions and finding the right people to get you in those positions, right, Josh?
It is, and that starts off on Saturday, as you know, bro. You know, but yeah, it's a selfish sport. You have to be selfish, you know, to get to where you want to get to. So, I heard a lot about the moves and that, but I'm not bothered about it at all, bro. This is where I feel I have to be to do what I got to do.
Let's talk about Zack Parker. Only one defeat to John Ryder that he pulled out, I think, in between the 4th and 5th round with a hand injury, and that was, I think, about three and a half years ago now. Moved up to light heavyweight, your division. How do you rate him as an opponent?
Very good opponent. I think anyone that's ambitious and wants to get to the top is a dangerous opponent. You know, if they've got that ambition in them and that drive in them, it's going to be a dangerous opponent. So I rate him. Yeah, I don't think less of him.
Was this opponent just put you and straight away, whoever, just get me back out?
Yeah, it was put to me and said, cool. Good opponent as well, so we okayed it ASAP.
I want to go back to Riyadh in February. How do you reflect on that fight with Callum Smith? Because I know I can sit here, fans can sit here and go, fight of the year candidate, unbelievable. But I know from your position, you probably think, okay, it's a fight of the year candidate, but I didn't come out victor, Josh.
Yeah, and that's it, to summarise it, bro. Good fight, all of that stuff, but I didn't come out on top. And as you know, in our sport, there is no second position. There is no, you came runners-up or whatever it is. It's win and winning only. So from that point of view, yeah, I'm hugely disappointed. It happened at the beginning of the year, so we're in the later part of the year now. So there's been a big time to work on myself, be away, chill out, train, get back in. And a couple of days' time we fight.
Is there any regrets taking that fight? Because you didn't really need to take that fight in the position you was in.
Yeah, no, that's a good point. I didn't need to take it, but do I have regrets taking it now? Not at all, man. Didn't come out on top, didn't get the result that I wanted, but I learned a lot from it. But I don't regret it at all.
But that's testament to kind of you and your character of the fights you want to be in, the opponents you want to fight. We see it this weekend with Joe Parker. He didn't need to fight Fabio Wardley, but again, you've done it, no regrets, and it's the next chapter now.
It is, and credit to Parker as well. Like you said, he didn't have to take that fight with the position that he was in. And there's a lot of fighters that I know that didn't have to take certain fights, but they took it, and I respect them for that, man. So no, I don't regret fighting Smith at all.
Again, in that next room, when I spoke to Frank, he did suggest there's nothing in the way now of the Anthony Yarde fight. Anthony's fighting David Benavidez in 3 weeks' time now. There's nothing in the way. There's nothing stopping it. Do you feel like, as a fighter, this is the closest you ever have been to the Anthony Yarde fight?
I'd have to say so. We both got the same promoters now. Prior to that, we wanted to fight, but there were all these issues going on. But now that we're with the same promoter, it should be straightforward, I think, yeah.
How much does that frustrate you? Not just the Yarde fight, but just in boxing in general. Like, I know you, and you wanted to fight Yarde. I know Yarde, he wanted to fight you. You've always wanted to fight each other, but people sometimes get in the way, and that's how boxing works.
Yeah, from the outside, you always think, if A wants to fight B, it should be made. But when you're in the sport, in the game yourself, you find that's not that straightforward. But I think the move that I've just done, that I've just made, is going to make it a lot easier. You know, see what happens at the end of the month, and hopefully you'll be like, okay, cool, you two get on.
How do you reflect on your time with Ben Shalom and BOXXER?
Had a good time. You know, got in there, did what I had to do. Had the number of fights I was meant to have, and when they had expired, my contract, it was time to leave. So I ain't got a bad word to say about him.
I think people forget as well, in regards to that run there on Sky Sports, that Dan Aziz fight was massive at the time, and it feels like this is kind of mirroring that this weekend, just big domestic fights, and I know you've always wanted to be in them, on the way to getting a world title.
Yeah, no, there's big fights here, but when there are fighters that are from the same country, it's quite rare that they get on. So it's good that I think I fought about 4 or 5 light heavies from this country, so that's quite good. And Parker's next, he's from this country as well. When there are 2 good fighters from the same country, sometimes they end up never fighting. So I can say for my part, I fought quite a few of them, you know.
What's your prediction for Yarde Benavidez, Josh?
Right, I'll be frank, I would give you one, but I couldn't care for it. You know, I got to think about what.
I kind of knew that was going to be the answer, to be fair, but I got to ask anyway.
No, I feel you. I got to think about what I'm doing in 2-3 days' time. But I've always said, they've said it's going to be a shootout. Both of them said it, so we look forward to it.
Excellent, Josh. Thank you very much for speaking to IFLTV. What's your prediction for yourself then on Saturday night?
I'm going to win. A win's a win. When you check the records, it's going to say, he won. It's not going to say it was a fight of the year, close fight, whatever it was. It's going to say who won and who lost, and that's what matters.
Josh, thank you very much.
In this sport, you don't wait for judges to decide your fate. TenexToken puts you in control. Stake instantly, speculate discreetly, and keep your moves private. Register now for your share of the $250,000 prize pool. Multiple winners, bigger chances. TenexToken.io. Terms and conditions apply.